Hello, everyone. If you recently watched my tour video of my camper trailer, I created this piece of artwork right here to cover my refrigerator. And I also created the other artworks on the wall as well, the abstract art. So I wanted to walk you through how I created this refrigerator cover piece of artwork. And if you guys don't know, the refrigerator had just a plain cover with a plain piece of wood on it. And I basically sanded it and put a couple of coats of the regular paint that I painted on my walls. So that's what you see me starting here with first. You have to start with a base. So whatever color you want your base to be, that is what you're going to start with. So the other thing that I had was some joint compound. So that's what you see here. It is pink, and I got a little small container, and it dries white. So you can lay this on as thick as you want to. And I also had some paint from the dollar store and some regular paint. I bought some gold paint from Hobby Lobby. So basically, I'm just taking a little spatula thing and just randomly spreading the paint onto, I'm going to say my canvas, even though this is not a canvas, but my blank canvas. So I'm just going to spread the joint compound on there. There's no rhyme or no reason. I'm not painting. I'm not drawing. I'm just randomly adding the paint on here and trying to get a certain consistency. This is the first time that I've done this. So like I said, there is no rhyme or reason. However, the artwork came out. It just was a natural occurrence. I didn't paint anything. I wasn't drawing anything. I wasn't looking for it to make a certain figure or anything like that. So that's what I'm doing here, you guys. I'm just going to continue to randomly put the joint compound on, and you have to let it dry as well before you start adding other layers onto it. So yeah. So that's what we're going to do right now. And I'm going to let y'all watch the whole process, because this is actually what I did to get the completed look of the project. And also what I'm doing is I put some of the joint compound in, just take a little cup, because I put it inside of a paint lid, but the paint lid had another hole in it. So that wasn't really ideal. So I would either use a cup or a little plastic container, and I'm adding black paint to it because I want it to be black. The other joint compound is gonna dry white, but this particular part that I'm adding, I wanted it to be black. So I am mixing that with some black paint. And that paint that I got was from Walmart in their craft section, and it actually worked really well. So I do recommend the Walmart paint over the Dollar Tree paint. I didn't like the way the white Dollar Tree paint dried. So on my next piece of artwork, I did go back to Walmart and get some white paint from Walmart. So I'm just taking the paint and the joint compound, or we can call it putty or whatever you want to call it, and I'm just spreading it on the canvas, and I'm just gonna randomly spread it on the canvas, no rhyme or no reason. I'm trying to get everything out of there it's kind of difficult to get everything out because it had a little circular enclosement in there as well. That's why I recommend just using a plain styrofoam cup or a plain little plastic container. And as you guys can see, I'm just taking it and moving it all around on my soon-to-be abstract art painting. And basically, you can make a abstract art painting. Anybody can do this, y'all. Don't be intimidated by the process. Don't try to figure out how it's going to come out. I would just let it naturally occur. And as you can see here, that's what the process was all about for me. Like I say, this was my first time doing this. I have no idea what I was doing, and that's we gonna do what we gonna do. So go ahead, continue to watch, and let me know if you have any questions. And we're gonna watch the whole process and see how I came up with this concoction. Now I'm taking the black paint and the putty and mixing it into the white putty that I had up at the top. Because the base of my artwork is mainly white, I wanted to add as much of the abstract black textured in there. Now you can just do this artwork with just plain paint, but if you want texture, then you can add the joint compound. So now, because I want to bring a different texture and a smoother texture to the piece, I have a little roller, a paint roller, and I'm just going to spread the paint and the putty all over. Just like I say, y'all, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing it, and I'm just showing you the process of what I did and how I came up with the piece that I came up with. So now I'm taking a roller. If you just want a thicker texture, you can use the method that I did at first. But if you want it to be a little smoother, you can use this method and find something and smooth it out a little bit. So I'm just taking the paint and the joint compound and spreading it all over. As you can see, no rhyme, no reason. I'm not painting. I'm not trying to create a certain figure. This is just totally 100% abstract art. Now I'm taking some of the gold paint that I got from Hobby Lobby. I went and got another container from out of the house, and I'm just taking some of the gold paint, and I'm going to be mixing that gold paint on, and I'm taking the gold paint and I'm mixing it up with some putty as well to give me texture. Now, mixing it up with the putty thinned it out and made it another color, so it wasn't as rich of a gold as it was. So I'm going to add some more gold in there to try to give it a more golden tone. So do keep in mind that if you're going to add the joint compound in there, it is going to dilute the color a little bit. So you are going to have to add a little more color to make it concentrated. And the more color you add, the thinner the joint compound is going to get as well. If you just want to add the paint to the piece by itself, you can just add the paint to the piece by itself, and that way your color will be a little bit more concentrated. I just mixed the paint and the joint compound together till I got the color consistency that I wanted. And now I'm just going to dump it on my canvas and just continue to spread it out, mix it in so I can have a variation of colors coming from different directions.
many things that I left unsaid. I can almost feel you walking in the distance, but I know that is not reality. If you are echoing around inside these parallel dimensions all alone, now I'll find you in my dreams. My hide.
So now you guys, I have some gold glitter that I purchased from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just taking that gold glitter and I'm sprinkling it on the top surface of everything. I'm putting it everywhere. I had a lot of this glitter, so I am putting a generous amount of glitter everywhere. And if you put the glitter on here while it's still wet, it's gonna adhere, and also you're gonna be coating everything afterwards and sealing it, so that's gonna make it stay on as well. So I'm just putting a generous amount of glitter on the artwork. Also, you guys, it's great to work with your piece flat. If you ask me, once you want paint to run and stuff, you're going to put the paint on and then you'll turn it up and let it run in a direction that you want it to run in. But basically, when you're first doing it, to me, it's good to just work with it flat. And as you can see, I'm putting a generous amount of the glitter. Again, no rhyme and no reason to how I'm putting it on there. I'm just looking at my piece and seeing where I think I need to put something. As you create your artwork, you guys, I recommend you stand over it, stand back, look at it, and see how it's coming along, and see if there's anything else you need to add or you need to blend in or anything like that. And another thing, I recommend that you do this in the daytime. You guys, I was working at night in the dark, and you could just see things so much better if you do it in the daytime. And I think it's going to come out so much better if you do it in the daytime opposed to at night. So at the bottom of the artwork, you guys, the wood didn't go all the way completely to the bottom, so there is a gap. So right now I'm just taking some of the excess filler and paint and just bringing the design up and to the bottom to fill the gap so it won't be that void there. So I just want to make it look cohesive, even though there's going to be a different level. So that's what I'm doing right now. So you guys, next up, my art piece to me is looking a little greenish since I mixed the gold in with the joint compound. It's looking a little greenish, and I want to incorporate the black and the white and the golds. And so now I'm taking some black paint that I got from Walmart, just the regular arts and craft black paint. And I find that I like that paint better than the one that I bought at the Dollar Tree. So I did end up using that as well for my future art project. And I'm just taking the black paint and I'm just pouring it on randomly, dripping it all down the painting to incorporate the black color that I want to stand out. And again, like I said, you can apply that flat, and then if you want it to run, you can stand it up. So I'm using the whole little container that I got from Walmart on the painting, and then we're going to go to the next step. As you can see here, I'm standing the artwork up so the paint can drip, but I don't want the paint to drip too much at the bottom to cover up the bottom of my frame. So I'm going to be holding it up, and then I'm going to turn it upside down so it can drip in the other direction, and then that way I'll leave it sitting for a while because it's going to have farther to drip, but I don't want it to drip at the bottom of the frame and overlap my gold paint that I painted the frame already. So as you can see, this is how the painting is looking so far. And I'm just letting it drip with the gravity naturally. And I will be going back and adding some white specks of paint in here. Like I said, I did not like the white paint that I added from Dollar Tree. I didn't like the way it dried. So if you are gonna try to do a painting like this in the future, make sure you just get the cheap paint from Walmart. It actually worked better than the paint from Dollar Tree. So this is how the piece came out, you guys, before I added in the gold leaf. I didn't have the adhesive to add in the gold leaf, so I did add the gold leaf in while the artwork was hanging up. But this is before I added in the gold leaf with the white paint splashed in there as well. And in just a minute, I will show you the final results. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys checking out this video today on my DIY abstract artwork. Sorry I didn't get a chance to show you guys how I added the gold leaf in. I think I filmed it on a separate phone. But anyway, y'all, I really enjoyed creating my own abstract art for my own space. It was simple and it was easy. And I think you guys should try it. It really customizes a space and it brings in your own particular color scheme, and it does it on a budget as well. If you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you watch this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave lots of comments in the comment bar below and let me know how much you enjoyed the video. And make sure you share it with all your family members and friends. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified each and every time I upload a new video. Make sure you check out the full tour of my camper trailer if you haven't already. I will link it in the description box below. Look below the video, click more twice or the down arrow twice, and all my information will appear. If you want to support this channel in any shape, form, or fashion, you can support by watching, you can support by subscribing, you can support by sharing, and also all my information is in the description box below. My Cash App, my PayPal, my Amazon wish list, and my mailing address. Thanks for watching. Bye now.